Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
Live at Foothill High School near the scene of yesterday's deadly stabbing. The story coming up.
Plus, a large fire in southwest Bakersfield leaves 2 people injured as the flames could be seen from a mile away. We'll tell you what we know so far and how officials are progressing on the investigation.
Plus, an earthquake overnight rattles a Southern California city. How residents in neighborhood cities could feel the effects.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. on this Wednesday. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
I'm Mike Hart. Glad you're here. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Elena Russ. Get our first look as those winds continue to whistle.
Yeah,
whistle through the pass.
It sounds like that a little bit.
A little bit.
It does. People are waking up and they're like, ugh. Wind.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think anybody enjoys the wind, especially not through Tehachapi. But the nice thing is the winds that you've had from overnight will continue to die down this morning. We're getting just a little bit of early morning light. So we'll watch this camera over the next hour because it's going to be a beautiful sunrise with clouds pushing out, winds dying down, and a nice stable weather pattern. All of that rain is tracking well to our north and the clouds are pushing out. So we're in the 30s and 40s for most of Kern County to wake up to this morning, and then some 50s and 60s for most to enjoy this afternoon. Here in Bakersfield, 63, mostly sunny skies, moderate air quality, calmer breezes, and we'll continue to warm up the rest of the week. And then we're still talking about a chance of rain at the end of the weekend. All of those details are in your full forecast coming up. But if you need to get out the door right now, the forecast is on our app and the roadways are open. Again, windy through the 58. Wind advisory still in effect there down into Mojave until 9 a.m.
A juvenile is dead and another injured following a stabbing near Foothill High School. The Kern High School District confirming that students were involved.
23 ABC's Austin Westfall joining us live once again in East Bakersfield with more on the measures district officials are taking as students head back to the classroom this morning. Austin?
Mike, Danielle, they say there's going to be an increased security presence at school today. They also say there's going to be grief counselors for those that may need it. Now, yesterday was an incredibly chaotic scene. There were 2 different crime scenes just 1 block away from each other.
Start to back Metro for a 245 stabbing at Foothill Road and Morning Drive.
That's the sound of police responding as multiple 911 calls were made regarding a stabbing victim near Foothill High School. When deputies arrived, officials say hundreds of people were gathered in the area of Foothill Road and Weed Patch Highway.
With the school possibly just getting out, there's going to be a lot of school kids there. There's going to be a lot of attention drawn to that certain incident. So I can imagine that it was probably very unnerving for the deputies to arrive with such a large group of people there.
Deputies arrived, quickly blocking off the area and finding 1 male juvenile dead with apparent stab wounds. Deputies also saying there was a second crime scene. 2 others, a man and a juvenile boy, were found injured with stab wounds just a block away on Pioneer and Park Drive. The Kern High School District placed Foothill High School on a lockout. Investigators say they located a weapon that could be related to the crime. KCSO saying 1 person of interest has been detained.
They are not a suspect at this point. They're just a person of interest, and we do not have any information as to whether male or female, adult or juvenile.
The Kern High School District releasing a statement yesterday saying they are sending their thoughts and prayers to the student's family. KCSO says since so many people were around at the time of the incident, they're hoping someone may have taken video that will help them in their investigation.
We're asking anybody who did witness the incident to call us at 861-3110, or if they want to remain anonymous, they can call our secret witness hotline at 322-4040.
Now, KCSO says that KCSO is telling us that they are unsure if this event is gang-related. We reached out to them this morning for any updates on the incident, but they did not get back to us by news time. We'll keep you posted on our website, turn23.com, and on all of our social platforms. But for now, in East Bakersfield, Austin Westfall, 23 ABC, connecting you.
New from overnight, an earthquake in Granada Hills brought shaking down South late last night. Just before midnight, people in the valley felt a 3.6 magnitude earthquake. Officials classifying the quake as light shaking. That's what that light blue is right here, right around the Granada Hills area. So far, no reports of any damage or injuries as a result of this earthquake.
The Bakersfield Police Department has identified 3 people inside the home of an explosion that happened Tuesday afternoon in southwest Bakersfield. A home near Ming and Buena Vista Road exploded into flames, causing 3 people inside the home to run. The home, located behind a shopping center, burst into flames around 5 yesterday afternoon. BPD identified the 3 people who were inside the residence when it happened. 2 of the 3 explosion victims ran from the fire with burn injuries. More than $300,000 in damage to the home was reported. Police say no nearby properties were affected.
This afternoon, service providers and landlords will be talking about how to make their homeless clients turn into successful tenants, and you can be part of the discussion. Landlords and service providers are taking part in programs to assist individuals who experience homelessness. Tips and challenges will be shared with the latest programs assisting landlords with rent, security deposits, and unit marketing. The free event is hosted by the Housing Authority of the County of Kern. The workshop will be at the Baker Street Village beginning at 1:30 this afternoon on Baker Street.
And the city of Bakersfield had a successful run with Transwest Security after a pilot period, and they're looking to continue private security patrols around the city. City staff is recommending that security patrols be extended for at least another 3 months. Transwest was hired last fall to help address residents and businesses' concerns about crime in the city, especially involving the homeless. Bids were sent in from 5 different security companies. City staff will recommend the Transwest contract at today's meeting. The city says the proposal was the one best suited to meet the community's needs.
Officials are asking the public to weigh in on what they hope for the future of the Oceano Dunes. The Coastal Commission wants to give people a chance to comment before the Public Works Plan gets reviewed and approved by the California Coastal Commission. This year, the Coastal Commission listed several proposed changes to the dunes that include camping, recreation, and other activities. We have a couple links here on our website, turnto23.com, that show you just how easy it is to submit your public comment.
A programming note to tell you about. On Saturday, we will not have our regularly scheduled 6 o'clock newscast. The Lakers are battling the Sixers Saturday night right here on 23 ABC. Tip off just after 5 o'clock. So we will not have our normal 6 o'clock news time. Instead, we'll have a special newscast following the game in at about 8 o'clock. Then our regularly scheduled news at 11 p.m.
Today, the community could have an answer on where the new low-barrier homeless shelter will be built.
23 ABC's Daniela Garrido has more on today's City Council meeting decision.
It's a big day for the City Council. A motion to vote on the location of the new low-barrier homeless shelter that initially happened in September will happen again today.
The voters of our community elected us to do a job, and that is to make a decision. And we have to make a decision. It is not the time to sit on the fence or to continue to delay this issue.
After months of community input, some members of the council still standing by their initial decisions.
I still favor partnering with the County of Kern. I've been a big proponent of that. I think that's the best use of taxpayer dollars.
I'm a strong proponent of the Calcott facility, and my hope is that the full council is in agreement.
We reached out to all members of the council. Some did not respond, but others said they are still up in the air about their decision for today.
One big thing has changed, and that is that people are better informed. I think our staff is better informed, and I think the residents of Bakersfield are better informed. I hope that that means that when the City Council sits down tomorrow, we'll be able to make an informed decision based on the facts.
One of the services that will also be discussed at today's City Council meeting includes an East Side police substation on the Calcott facility. Bakersfield Police Department shared that assessment with 23 ABC, which states it is contingent on the Calcott property only, not any of the other property options for the shelter.